Wheel of Misfortune will not be seen tonight, so that we may bring you this quality program. I don't think that's the right program. There we go. It's the Health and Wealth Show with David Ernest. From our super secret studios, just down the street from one of our more popular tourist attractions, it's the Health and Wealth Show, the 30-minute television program that brings you some good news about your money. Now, here he is, the Professor of Prosperity. It's David Ernest.
And welcome back to another Health and Wealth Radio television show. My name is David Ernest, and this is Clarence.
Yes, I'm an angel.
Well, I don't see any wings, Clarence.
My wings?
Have you got your wings yet?
Just got them.
Oh, somebody rang a bell.
Yes, I ordered wings.
Oh, I just heard the bell. Did you hear the bell ringing?
I hear bells all the time.
I hear it ringing. It's ringing. It's ringing.
That's nothing
Clarence
special.
just got his wings. How about that?
Yes, and I'm waiting on my thighs and legs. 4 fried chickens on a Coke. Remember that?
Yes.
Yes, of course, we're talking about It's a Wonderful Life. That was the movie with Clarence, who came to help George Bailey.
Yes, and who was the evil person in George Bailey?
It was Mr. Potter.
How does he sound?
Played by Lionel Barrymore.
Give me a little of the Mr. Potter.
George Bailey, you ought to sell me that building and lawn. And of course, if you remember,
yes,
what's his name? Underdog. There was a bad guy in Underdog named Simon Barr Sinister. Oh. And whoever did his voice did.
Oh, that guy. Yeah. The dog. Yeah.
He did a Lionel Barrymore voice. Underdog, and that kind of.
That was pretty good. So you don't want to hear that voice someday. You don't want to say, hey, you don't have any money in the bank down here.
Well, you know what Mr. Potter did?
What did he do?
They had the money.
Yeah.
Mr. Potter stole it.
He was a thief.
Yes, he was old and mean, and he was trying to take over the town, you know.
Yeah.
And then when Clarence took him and showed him what everybody else's life would have been like if he hadn't been around.
Right.
He comes to, was it Bedford Falls?
Yes.
And it's called Potterville.
And
it was pretty much.
Sounded awful.
Oh, it was bad. Everybody was alcoholic.
It
was
bad. No good.
It was bad.
No good.
I don't know if everybody was alcoholic.
Yeah. You don't want to live in Potterville.
A lot of drinking going on.
You don't want to live in Potterville.
No.
You don't want your retirement in Potterville.
No.
You want a retirement that's like the Stairway to Heaven. You want the retirement in the sky.
Yes, indeed. Well,
you heard the music.
Yes, you get a cabin.
You want to go right with it.
You got a cabin in the sky.
Cabin in the sky.
You take your retirement and go up there.
You want the stairway to get to heaven, retirement to heaven.
You don't want your retirement to go to that other place.
Oh, you don't want retirement, you know what?
You want a hot
I didn't want to say it.
You want a hot portfolio, but not like that. No.
You don't want to get poked.
No.
It doesn't feel good.
There's a fella down there in a red suit, and he's got a pitchfork, and he's like...
He said he was kin to Madoff.
Yes.
I think it might have been him. I'm not sure.
And what they do is they take you down there and they strap you in a chair and they make you watch reruns of Mad About You.
Ooh.
And that's all you get to watch. And
that is bad.
Now, I'm not saying that if your portfolio is okay, that you're going to actually go to heaven, because it takes more than that.
Absolutely.
But
I can't help you with that.
No. While you're here, though,
yes,
you can take care of your portfolio, and it'll take care of you. And the best way to do that, because as they say, sometimes the layman has the best intentions, but we just don't have the know-how. You need to call somebody, like Andy told Aunt B when the freezer broke down. Call the man. So what you need to do is call a man.
Yeah, I'm a man.
279-7431. Call David Ernest today. He'll take your portfolio like that man took that freezer and had it running just like a top. I don't think tops make that noise, but you know what I'm saying. 279-7431. 279-7431. That's David Ernest, and it'll be like a happy ending for your portfolio.
Always earnest about your money. And
yes,
that's true.
He is. Sometimes he's ear nest.
Yes. Boomers of today, baby boomers of today, there's problems. There's problems in the works. Number one, this is not necessarily in the right order, but this is the order I'm putting it in. Number one, You can't make any money at the bank anymore.
No.
Number two, you got to take some risk. In other words, something a little bit unfamiliar to you. But we can, number three, mitigate the risk and make it go as safe in reality as it would have been if it was in the bank. Why? Because it can be guaranteed by an insurance company. Insurance companies guarantee things. Banks guarantee things, but it's really the FDIC that's guaranteeing it, which is the government. The only two things that really guarantee things is the government guaranteeing the money and guaranteeing the bank, and the insurance companies guarantee everything else. Now, which one do you think's been around longer? The U.S. government or insurance companies?
I believe, I'm almost sure it would be insurance companies.
Insurance companies have been around almost since the dawn of time. In reality, not really, but they've been around, I think, about 400 years, okay?
Wow.
Maybe even longer. But I do know that the oldest insurance company in the world, a remnant of them, I deal with. It's the same company that sold policies to Queen Victoria.
Wow.
It's the same company that tried to look at Napoleon, but he didn't look too good. So they didn't take
It was a bad risk.
He was a bad risk. So insurance companies have been around for a long time. And you need something that's been around a long time, that's guaranteed things for a long time, that lets you make a lot of money, but when the portfolio of the stock market or something bad happens, you don't lose any money. And if the market goes up, you still make lots of money. And if there's things that go wrong in your life, they infuse money. You think the bank's going to say, I'm sorry, you've had a heart attack or you've got cancer. Here's another $250,000 to go in your account.
They won't do that.
They don't do that. We
to-
can do that.
You
We
need
can
to
do that.
Call David Ernest, 279-7431. He will help you with your portfolio and get it on the right track. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to take off my halo because I'm picking up a radio station out of Clanton, and we'll be right back with more Health and Wealth with David
The
Ernest.
highway to heaven.
Oh, hey, you caught me here in the man cave, just kind of goofing around a little bit. I want to tell you about my friend David Ernest. You can call him at 279-7431 and talk to him today about your retirement. He can take care of that for you. David Ernest, 279-7431. Call him up. You'll be glad you did. Tell him Rusty sent you. Oh, I hear that train a-coming. It's coming round the bend. I ain't been to Dairy Queen and I don't know when. Oh, I shot a man and slap out. Just to, this thing's out of tune.
And welcome back to the Health and Wealth Show.
Yes, here we are.
Yes.
Still here.
And we're talking about your financial highway to heaven.
Now, wasn't that a great TV show? You remember that?
Yes.
You got your Michael Landon over there. He just done, what was it? Little House on the Prairie. Mm-hmm. And then he did that. And then what was the guy's name? The other gentleman, the guy with the beard.
Oh, yeah. I had it.
We looked him up a minute ago, and I can't think of his name.
I'll look it up again.
You gonna look it up again? Anyway, he was there, and they went around from town to town, helping the downtrodden and the oppressed.
Yes. Yes.
Victor French. I just
Oh,
thought
that's
of
right.
it. I
Victor
just thought of it.
He
And
died when he was 53.
I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
thought he was older.
No.
But did you know? You remember the Crocodile Dundee?
Yeah, no crocodile.
He actually made a movie kind of like that where he was an angel.
He did.
Yeah. He made several movies other than the Crocodile Dundee movies, but he made that one.
Yeah.
And I saw it. I don't remember what it was.
It
but-
seemed like I saw it, but I don't know.
But,
the Crocodile Dundee sticks out there.
Yeah, that's always kind of a concept for stuff. Remember, Here Comes Mr. Jordan, which became Heaven Can Wait when they remade it with Warren
Oh, yeah,
Beatty.
the one with the little trumpet thing.
And, of course, the Three Stooges.
Oh, yeah.
Shemp went to heaven, you remember.
Yeah.
And let's see. Oh, lots of other ones.
Oh, yeah. But do you want to go to financial heaven? What is your financial stairway to heaven? You know, we had a little song played a little earlier, Stairway to Heaven. Everybody knows that song. You know, it's a beautiful song.
Not a good wedding song.
No.
It's like 11, 12, 15 minutes long.
But it's a really good song, and it's a really good idea to have your portfolio going to the financial stairway to heaven, especially if you're a boomer.
Yes.
Boomers, you really got a lot to lose. You got a lot to gain, but you got more to lose if something goes wrong, and here comes the rain. In other words, it rains down on you, the stock market adjusts, somebody dies, you lose your job, you don't get your retirement like you wanted to, your Social Security had to come too early, whatever
Your house gets invaded by weasels.
weasels.
It could happen.
I guess
It could happen. I mean, I'm sure it has somewhere.
It's not funny, but
Well, it
you
kind
hang
of
around this guy, you can't help but
a
laugh.
house full of weasels. Something funny is bound to happen, you know. Looking for the remote, you pick up a weasel, go wiki, 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 and it just the TV don't change. Yeah.
Wiki, wiki.
Yeah. I don't know what.
At least you found something. My wife says, "Where's that remote? You've got it again."
Just tell her the weasels got it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And the dogs are looking at each other. Oh, look at me, man. I ain't got it.
Yeah, and I got 2 dogs that look guilty all the time. You don't want to be looking at your wife or you're looking at your husband and look guilty like, where did the money go, honey? We didn't call David Ernest. Did you call David Ernest?
No.
No. Where did the value go down to today, my dear? Or Mr. Sir? Yeah.
Mr. Sir.
Yes.
That's your guy that does your laundry. But no, what you need to do is call David Ernest at 279-7431. That is 334 for those who need the area code. 279-7431. Chances are you'll get the voicemail. But just leave a message. And David will call you back.
Absolutely.
Make sure you include that phone number there. And he'll set up a meeting. You go by and see him. You might get free lunch. You never know.
You never know.
He always keeps like an extra can of Vienna sausage around over there, and some crackers, some cheese.
Or some spam.
Some spam, yeah. But you'll talk to David, sit down, and he'll find out what your goals are, because you know what you want. You know how you want to retire, what you want to do when you do that, and he'll suggest ways to make that happen.
Absolutely.
But he can't do that unless you call him at 279-7431 and make sure that you ask for David Ernest by name. It's a household name.
Yes, you can always call me. I'm always Ernest.
Yes, unless he's Patsy. Just, I don't.
No. I don't want that kind of shot coming.
That's a different show. We don't want to talk about that. But yeah, call David at 279-7431. I know I'm joking and everything. He's a stand-up guy. He's a good fella, and he's going to take good care of you.
And right now I'm a setup guy.
Yes,
I'm setting up. But here,
me too. Right?
Here's the thing: we can talk about all kinds of technicalities on shows, and that would just bore you to death. I'm going to make these things so sweet and simple. The technical stuff, you come to me and I'll go over all the technical stuff. But I am going to go over real simply what these things are. Number 1, you don't lose money. Number 2, you make money. Number 3, you can't run out of money. Number 4, everybody's happy. Number 5, if there's a disaster in the economy, you are not part of it.
And with 6, you get egg roll.
Yes, have you ever been to a Japanese restaurant? They said, you like a Japanese egg roll? And the egg rolls?
And the egg rolls?
Yes.
Oh, those Japanese are funny.
I know
people.
they're funny. Haven't you ever seen the train?
Throw the egg in and catch it on his head.
I know, yeah. And the train, with the onions and all
yeah,
that
and the
stuff.
fire comes out of it. Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, kids just love that stuff.
Yeah, unless the kid catches fire, then that.
But you still want fire to come out of your portfolio.
That's
want it
right.
to burn and grow and be so good and taste so good to you when you use it, like the Japanese egg roll and all that other stuff that's good in there.
Yeah.
You don't want to lose any of your value.
No, you don't. No.
You don't want them to fall down on you. You don't want them to lose that food there when they're cooking it for you. You want all the goodies. And there's extra goodies. Sometimes they say, would you mind if I give you an extra shrimp? Or if I give you some extra something, extra chicken or an extra steak. Of course you would like to have that. We give you an extra bonus. We say, on this 100,000, would you like for us to add an extra 10 or 15,000?
Oh, golly, let me think.
Yes, you would like that.
Why, yes.
So we can do that. Okay. And you say, well, so that means instead of having 100,000 that's making money, I got 110 or 115,000 that's making money.
Makes a difference.
So if you died the next day, yes, it means that your family would get 110 or 115,000, not 100,000. You put it in a portfolio, it doesn't jump to 110,000. Now, there's advantages and disadvantages to everything. You need to know what they are, okay? But what we do is we put together a portfolio. First of all, the biggest advantage is that it cannot go down. When something is stuck right there, if you were crashing an airplane, you would love a guarantee that it would not hit the ground.
Kind of like when Bugs Bunny was and the plane ran out of gas.
Yes.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Maybe you got a parachute, you jump out. We've got a parachute that just before you get to the place that you started at the year before, it stops right there. In other words, if there's ever been any interest and principal added to it, it never can go away. Now, the only thing that could go away is if you use it. But we have other programs we can put in there with it that says that even if you use it and abuse it and take a lot of money out of it, it can't stop paying you money. And we've got a term for that called reverse compound interest. As the money's going away, you're still getting paid forever and ever a day as long as you're alive.
There you go. Call David Ernest at 279-7431. That's 279-7431. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with more Health and Wealth with David Ernest and Patsy if she's working.
And welcome back to another Health and Wealth show. I'm David Ernest, and this is Rusty.
How's it going?
I guess it's Rusty.
Yes, it's me.
I mean, you've been all kinds of things.
It's me. I was a blues brother one time. I was an angel. I was one of our Native American brothers.
Yes.
And
you were
a conehead
and a pirate
and a pirate and a wrestler.
Yes.
And
you've been everything.
I'm a joker. I'm a toker. I'm
You're
a midnight smoker. That's me right there.
Yes. Yes. I hope you don't do that anymore. I hope that's things of the past.
No. I don't do that no more.
Getting too old for it.
Yeah, the smart, good sense caught up with
In other words, but are you getting too old to be risking all your money in the stock market?
Yes.
No. Don't be doing that no more.
No, don't do that.
Just
no.
like, you had a different wild and crazy life when you were younger, and you did all kinds of things like, hey, let's jump off this bridge. Okay. You could have got killed.
You could have.
But you did. Hey, let's drive this car fast. You could have got killed.
Let's eat this gas station sushi. Remember that?
Yeah, the gas station sushi. It didn't kill you. But it could have.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And sometimes you wish it had.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
You're laying there.
If you're still a major portfolio in the stock market and you're depending on using that money in a big way for your retirement soon or someday, and you're older, you need to consider an alternative that will use the stock market in a more moderate way. But if the market goes down, you're guaranteed, not assumed, not hoped. You know, we've talked about this before about hope so money and
no so money.
and no so money.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
You
what I'm
want to
here for.
know so
Yes.
you can retire and never have to worry about it. So you got to have no so money. But the hope so money is just hoping that it won't go down. It's just hoping that you can have enough to retire. It's just hoping that everything goes good in the future. You know, sometimes Donald Trump's wig flips. It gets a little, is that a wig? Comb over, whatever it is.
I don't know what it is,
But it can get all ruffled up,
I think it's got a life of its own.
Yeah. And if you notice, the market can go up and down and all this stuff. It doesn't really matter who the president is. If you think it is, there's been lots of recessions and lots of depressions with wonderful presidents that were cutting budgets and, adding all these things and lowering taxes. It's happened. The market runs in cycles, my friend. It runs in cycles. And when the market it's just like the human body runs in cycles. In other words, you mature and then, right? Okay, but you go through all these stages. The market goes through all these stages, and then it has to go down.
Yeah.
Okay, or it has to flatten out. So if it does the go down trick or the flatten out trick when you really need the money the most, that's not good. You feel like a ghost because you're anemic and you don't have anything to help you through the retirement. So there's ways to do this. And what do you think about all that, Rusty?
Well, I was just thinking about Donald Trump.
What about him?
I was talking to my nephew, and he said something, about Donald Trump. I said, well, that just goes to show you. He said that anybody can be president. And I said, no, that even a guy with a strategic comb-over can get a good-looking woman.
Well, I think it helps to have a good portfolio, don't you?
Yes, indeed. I'm sure.
I believe that might have helped him a little bit.
Even with everything he's got going on, he's chasing around after Kim Jong-un. He's got the Brexit thing going over there.
Yeah.
He's got all this stuff going on. I'm sure he keeps his finger on the pulse of his portfolio.
Don't you know? And don't you know he does everything he can legally to not have to pay the taxes that he could be paying if he didn't have it arranged in the right order.
Do you remember they asked him, how much in taxes did you pay last year? He said, as little as I could.
Right.
Man, but that's what everybody does.
Yeah, and they want to look at his portfolio so bad because they want to say, hey, you don't pay any taxes. I guarantee you that he doesn't pay very much tax, and I guarantee you that his portfolio looks really big, and so I think what he doesn't want him to see is that his portfolio is so big and he pays almost no tax, okay? That's my opinion. And the reason why I think that is because I know how you do these things. I know how you can set a portfolio up.
First, get $1 billion. And then
that'll help.
Yeah.
But if you don't, we can build it to $1 million or $1 billion if you've got enough to build with dollars. And then we can fix it where you would never, ever pay taxes on any of it if it's set up right that's coming out of that particular program. Now, you're going to pay taxes on other things, but we can fix it where you would never pay taxes on that ever after we got it fixed.
Now, you're giving out great
That's
information.
under current laws.
You're giving out great information.
Yes.
But I want to ask a question.
Go right ahead.
This may be kind of dumb, but
No,
I thought
there's
about
no
this.
dumb question.
Remember the thing we did about Ross Perot? Said he wanted to fix the problem of poverty and give every man, woman, and child in the United States of America $1 million.
$1 million,
And then after they spend it, if they spend it all before they die, you kill them. That way they'll be gone.
That might work.
Now, what would happen if somebody did that? I mean, that in the scheme of things, that's not a whole lot of money.
No,
How many million people are in our country? Like
300 million.
300 million people.
Or more.
They sent $1 billion over to over to Iraq.
I mean, they just printed it.
But if you gave everybody in this country, every man, woman, and child,
$1 million,
$1 million, how would that affect the economy?
I have got some news for you.
Uh-huh.
They're going to take enough money away from the people who have money that they'll give everybody probably at least $1 million that never worked for that money.
Well, I'm not talking about that. I mean, I'm talking about
I know what you're talking about.
But if everybody got
It
$1 million,
won't work.
It won't work.
No.
What now? Would everybody go spend it? Just throw it away?
Because if people are programmed to be spenders or savers or somewhere in between. That's the reason why if the average lottery winner is broke in 2 or 3 years, it doesn't matter what the number is. Look at all these people that get these big contracts for sports like football.
I know.
They go in the hole. They get $1 million or $10 million a year, and now they're $10 million in the hole in 2 or 3 years. It's the way your brain works. Your brain. That's why you need a person. That's why you need a guy. That's why you need somebody to coach you. You know, a lot of people go to get their body fit and they get a coach because why? They would never get it done without a coach. They would never get their body fit, and most people will never get their money right without a coach. They'll never do it because they don't have the fortitude.
Well, if you don't have the fortitude and you want to get your portfolio right, call David Ernest, 279-7431. That's 279-7431. He will help you get your portfolio all muscled up and buff and everything, and it'll be standing in for like Arnold Schwarzenegger when he makes his next Terminator movie. I'll be back. And he'll be all fixed up and everything. 279-7431. Call David Ernest today, and if you're waiting for that $1 million, don't hold your breath. We're out of time.
Just call me and we'll get it.
279-7431 for David Ernest. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time here on the Health and Wealth Show.
All matters discussed during the show are for informational purposes only. Each individual situation may vary, and the opinions expressed here may not apply to everyone. Materials presented are believed to be from reliable sources, and no representations can be made as to its accuracy. All ideas and information should be discussed in detail with one of our qualified representatives prior to implementation.